I'm not bothered by celebrity attendees at all, or billionaires. I have anybody that wants to be affected and be a participant at Black Rock City, I think is more than welcome. The thing is, it is incredible. And so if you're someone who has everything, if you are a fabulously wealthy person and you're looking for something incredible in the world, you go to safari in Africa, you go on a trek to Nepal, and you fucking go to Burning Man because there's nothing like it. And so when you have people that are willing to spend shit tons of money for this experience, just the resources that are available get so grand. The downside to that, there's a bunch of things that are good to that, because when you have people who are millionaires and billionaires who get exposed to Burning Man and start to have a gifting experience, to have a participant experience that changes how they see the world and allows them to maybe think about the way that they want to use their resources in the world in a different way. And this is not bullshit. I've seen this happen many times personally to executives and CEOs and Elon Musk and Google, people who interact with the world differently because of how Burning Man has taught them to interact and address the flow and embrace creativity and encourage things that are not part of a traditional business school education. So you have all that, but the danger is that when you have people putting this much money into it, you start to have plug and play camps, which aren't bad in and of themselves. I created a plug and play experience for my mom. I set it up so that when she could get there and have some of the things taken care of, so that she could be a participant and not be repelled because she didn't have the ability to build a camp all by herself. Okay, but the problem is when you have people, my belief is the problem is when you start to have professional builders, when you start to have paid employees working on Playa. There's nothing wrong with hiring a chef in advance to cook meals for you that you freeze and bring there. But if there's someone in your camp who is paid to be the chef, it fucks with the event, I believe. If you have people who are paid to build the stages and build your dome, it fucks with the event, because what happens is if you have some people that are not gifting their talents and skills, but instead are being paid for their talents and skills, why doesn't everybody get that? And suddenly the whole vibe of this being a magical city where everything you see is a gift, that's not the case anymore. You have some people who are being paid for their skills and talents and time, and others that aren't. And if you're someone who's not, you start to feel like a chump, and the whole magic starts to get a little thinner. Now you have this different types of contribution. You have gifters and you have employees. And that is exactly opposite to what creates the magic of Black Rock City, in my opinion. You have places like LIB. You have places like Coachella and Shangri-La and Symbiosis. There's a ton of festivals where there's nothing wrong with being a paid builder, a paid artist. Great. The 10 principles events are different, and if you can't build what you want to build with volunteer time and effort, reduce your aim, reduce your project, reduce the scope of what you want to build so it can be the result of gifting. We didn't have these class of uber famous, wealthy, creative class that entertain the rest of us, as the rest of us are consumers. And as Burning Man falls into that trap, that's a problem.